Welcome back, Truth Seeker. A lot of people have been asking if I can do something on Donald Trump announcing the sixth branch of the military, Space Force. Trump first announced this June 18th, 2018, and not arbitrarily on that date. June 18th is the 169th day of the year. 169 has a square root of 13. And 13 is a special number in regards to space. There's the sun and the 12 constellations. There's Jesus and his 12 disciples, the Son of God. 12 and 1 is 13. There's the moon and its 13 annual cycles. So 169th day of the year, 169 has a square root of 13. When you add 1 through 13 together, it equals 91. 91 is the 13th triangular number, and Space Force with the alphabetic order equals 91. S is the 19th letter, P is the 16th, A is the 1st, C is the 3rd, E is the 5th, so on. When you flip the alphabetic order around, space alone sums to 91. And doesn't it make sense? Space and 13, so important. The sun and the 12 constellations, objects of time. So, the other thing about June 18th, 18 is it was a date with 42 numerology. 6 plus 18 plus 18 is 42. And that is a big number to the Freemasons who run Washington, D.C., and who run the military, and who run the space program. All astronauts to have traveled to space have been Freemasons. And in Gematria, outer space equals 42, Freemason 42. NASA came out of the military program, just for the record. World War's 42, war with the alphabetic order's 42. In case you're new here, this ciphers the alphabetic order with the rules of numerology. So you see how it says O is 6? O is the 15th letter. The numerology of 15 is 1 plus 5 is 6. Use the 21st letter. The numerology of 21 is 2 plus 1 is 3. T is the 20th letter. 20 is 2 plus 0 is 2. Simple. Simple math. For another good 42, Spaceship 42, Space Force. Who's going to get the big contracts to build the space battleships? Let's now talk about the word force. Let's start here with the Freemason compass. Again, Freemason 42. There's also a cipher where you multiply each letter of the alphabetic order times 6. G's the 7th letter. 7 times 6 is 42, so the G symbolizes 42 in that cipher. But let's look at the 47 degrees on the compass above the G. Again, a tribute to the 47th problem of Euclid about how to establish foundation. Foundation equals 42 in this same cipher. 4th day, 7th month. The nation's foundation, July 4th. The Masonic nation that does everything by the numbers. Anyway, force, Space Force, the 6th branch. Force with the alphabetic order is 47. And when we're talking about space and force, do you think about Star Wars? Because remember, that used to be a government program too. That one was made by the actor turned president Ronald Reagan, who once nearly starred as Yoda. Little known fact that I just made up. But he was an actor, and he did become president, kind of like Donald Trump, who used to be the apprentice and also wrestled Vince McMahon in WrestleMania and been in movies and TV shows. And if you haven't read my book, A Million Different Ways Donald Trump Was Foreshadowed as the President. My book also takes apart NASA by the numbers, the military by the numbers, the history of the United States by the numbers, and a whole bunch of other relevant topics. Anyway, Star Wars 47, Lightsaber 47, Darth Vader 47, J.J. Abrams codes 47 into every movie. J.J. Abrams with the alphabetic order sums to 74, the reflection of 47. Speaks openly about how he puts 47 in all of his work as a trademark. You know why? Because he's one of these guys, a Freemason, putting their little secrets in front of your face that you're not supposed to get. For one last point about the date that Space Force was announced, June 18th, 2018. There's also a date with numerology of 26. Space equals 26. 6th equals 26. And just for a teaching moment, notice here S is 1, and notice here S is 10. The reason why is because S is the only letter that you have to reduce 2 times. So S can be worth 10 or 1. S is the 19th letter. The numerology of 19 is 1 plus 9 is 10. And one more time, 10 becomes 1 plus 0 is 1. So S can be 10 or 1. Space Force, the 6th branch, announced on the date with 26 numerology. If you read my book, the first chapter is Why Are There 26 Letters in the English Alphabet? 773 pages long, $5. If you think this information is interesting, this is just the tip of the iceberg. Read that book and forever see through what your government and media are truly doing day by day. Until next time.